Apple's never been one to shy away from borrowing inspiration from other companies. And this year it was more clear than ever at the latest developers conference. First, we have Apple's Photo app, which will now organize all your photos into albums based on date, location, subject. Sound familiar? That's because everything from the facial recognition features to the cheesy theme songs on the movie montages were basically a repeat of last year's Google Photo presentation. But there is one key difference that may actually give Apple the upper hand, and in this case, it's privacy. Google resorts to the cloud to help you organize photos, whereas Apple does it locally. Next, we have Apple Maps trying to take on Google Maps yet again. Face it, guys, it's never gonna happen. In another case of catch-up, Apple Maps finally gets live traffic information and nearby stops like gas stations on your route. Necessary updates, but definitely not enough to pry users away from using Google Maps or Waze. The silver lining, Apple did open up its maps to developers, meaning we could order an Uber or book a restaurant reservation without leaving the app. But again, it's catch-up. Siri on Macs seems like a no-brainer, but for some reason we've had to wait years for this one to happen, and Apple finally delivered on a personal assistant for your computer in Sierra, its latest version of macOS. For a list of things Siri will be able to do on your computer, just take a look at what Cortana does on Windows 10 because it's basically the same. Launch programs, conduct searches on your computer or online, set up appointments, and play some tunes. And last but not least, we have iMessage. Where do I even start? After a 30-minute presentation, I'm now convinced that iMessage is going through somewhat of an identity crisis. It went from being clean and simple, peer-to-peer communication app to a bad blend of Facebook Messenger, WeChat, and Allo. Bigger chat bubbles and emojis, like the whisper shout function we made fun of on Allo, scribbles to text, doodles, canned contextual responses, and stickers galore like, well, every other chat app out there. The standouts here were peer-to-peer payments and inline videos. But they weren't exactly novel either. But wait! You can now send your heartbeat like on the Apple Watch. That's one for the history books.